Hello, guys, and welcome to English Tour. Imagine this: you walk into the IELTS speaking test, sit down confidently, and the examiner asks you the first question. Suddenly, your mind goes blank, and all you can say is, oh, yes, no, maybe? Don't worry, you are not alone. The IELTS speaking test isn't about being perfect, it's about being smart. And today I'm going to share with you the key facts you absolutely must know and the common mistakes that can lower your score, so you can avoid them and impress the examiner instead. Stick with me because even a small change in the way you answer can make a big difference in your final score. Okay? Let's go. Let's start with some key facts about IELTS Speaking Part 1. This section is short, just about 4 to 5 minutes. The examiner will ask you simple questions about you and your life. The topics are usually everyday things: your home or hometown, your family, your studies or job, your likes and dislikes, and of course your hobbies or interests. Now, here's something important. You are not being judged on your life story. The examiner doesn't care if you live in a big house or a small apartment or a spaceship. What matters is how you say things in English, not what you say. So relax. This part is more like a friendly chat. And that's it. They are all you must know about IELTS Speaking Part 1. But here's something you should know. There are hundreds of possible questions the examiner could ask you in Part 1. But don't panic. They'll all come from just a few familiar topics. And the good news, all of them are about you. That's right, you are the expert here. You literally cannot give a wrong answer about your own life. But here are some mistakes that can really hurt your score. Mistake number 1, giving super short answers. If the examiner asks, "Do you like music?" and you just say yes, that's not going to get you far. Remember, they want to hear you talk. Mistake number 2, talking forever. On the flip side, don't tell your entire life story. They have about 12 questions to ask in 4 to 5 minutes. If you spend 2 minutes explaining where you live, the examiner will be silently crying inside. So keep it short and sweet. About 3 sentences per answer is perfect. Mistake number 3, memorizing answers. Please don't. You don't know which questions you will get, and if you try to squeeze in a memorized answer, it will sound unnatural. The examiner can spot it instantly and your fluency score will drop. Remember, it's a speaking test, not a memory test. Mistake number 4, overthinking every word. This isn't a philosophy exam. The examiner isn't testing your intelligence. They just want to hear clear, natural English. Relax, answer simply, and let your words flow. And mistake number 5, freezing when you hear an unusual question. Sometimes you will get a curveball like, "Do you like flowers?" Don't panic. Just give a short, natural answer. Think of it like chatting with a friendly stranger. So, golden rule for part 1 is talk enough, but not too much. Keep your answers natural, clear, and around 2 to 3 sentences long. That's the sweet spot for a good score. Okay, so far so good. Now let's talk about something that often throws candidates off in part 1. The unusual question. You're going along nicely answering about your family, your hobbies, your hometown, and suddenly the examiner asks, "What do you think of robots?" At that moment, many candidates panic. They freeze, stumble, or stare at the examiner. Here's the secret. It doesn't matter what you say as long as you say something. I repeat it again. It doesn't matter what you say as long as you say something. It's perfectly fine to admit, I've never really thought about that, and then give your best answer. For example, they are not something I have thought much about, but it would be amazing to have one that did the housework and cooked dinner once in a while. Simple, natural, and it keeps the conversation going. That's all the examiner wants. The main thing is don't panic. You are already nervous in the beginning of the test. So think of part 1 as your warm up. The questions are easy and your job is just to relax, breathe deeply and get into flow of speaking. Remember, unusual doesn't mean difficult. It just means unexpected. And that's it. Now you know the key facts, the most common mistakes, and how to deal with those unusual questions in IELTS Speaking Part 1. Remember, this part of the test isn't about giving clever answers. It's about showing your English in a natural, confident way. Keep your answers short but complete. Don't overthink and definitely don't panic if you hear something strange. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more IELTS strategies, and share it with your friends who is also preparing for the exam. Until future videos, goodbye.